Okay, so today it's time to dive in and do a little bit of real maintenance on my YT Jeffsy Base 2020. It's been shifting a little bit clunkily. I think that's my fault because I haven't been doing a very good job of shifting, and I've been just banging it around and, smashing it on rocks for the past 300 plus miles at this point. So nothing that's YT's fault, nothing that's SRAM's fault, but the rear derailleur needs to be adjusted a little bit. So we're gonna dig in and wash the bike and then do some maintenance and upkeep, particularly adjusting that rear derailleur. Hopefully. I don't actually know what I'm doing, so this is going to be a learning experience as we go, and we'll see how it goes. To wash the Jeffsy, I'm first going to remove this plastic scratch protector. It gets filled up quickly with dirt and sand, and it'll catch the dirt you're washing down from higher up on the bike if it's not removed. Then I'm going to spray the bike down with a cleaner. This stuff is called loam foam, and to be honest, I'm not all that impressed with it, but for now, it's what I've got. After waiting a few minutes, it's time to rinse it all off. Then I'll spray the drivetrain with some degreaser and use this chain cleaning tool to get any excess gunk off the chain. Rinse the degreaser off and it's pretty much clean, but I'm going to towel off the chain to dry it before I oil it back up again. And since I'm about to be fine-tuning the drivetrain, I definitely want to make sure it's oiled up thoroughly. Now it's time to work on that shifting. Step 1, carefully assemble the necessary tools. Okay, this is where things went really off the rails, so I have to stress that this is not a tutorial, but I am going to link to a great tutorial in the video description. Adjusting a rear derailleur, you're primarily working with two things, the limit screws and the cable tension. On the Jeffsy's SRAM derailleur, the limit screws are here. The inner screw adjusts the high gear limit, and the outer screw is the low gear limit. Then there's the cable tension adjustment, which on the Jeffsy Base is here on the shifter. Turning it clockwise makes the cable more slack, turning it counterclockwise increases the tension. And what followed my learning this was hours of pain. I was trying to follow this GMBN video, which I'm sure has helped thousands of people, and I'm not criticizing it, but it just didn't work for me. When I got the shifting up the block working smoothly, it wouldn't shift correctly down the block. When I fixed the downshifting, problems shifting up returned. And then I started messing with the B tension and got further into the weeds. It was not good. And I've shifted right off the cassette, so obviously the upper limit screw was not good. So it's about 10:30. It's probably 5 hours after I started. And Jesus Christ, this has been a big struggle. What finally saved me was Park Tools' derailleur adjustment video. I'm not going to recreate it here to try and steal their views. It's linked in the description below, so go watch it on their channel. But long story short, they recommend starting by adjusting the high gear limit until you hear the sound of the chain starting to catch on the next cog, and then backing off slightly. That approach, combined with using a wrench to see how directly the cog was lined up with the derailleur, finally made it click for me, and I got it shifting smoothly. In the end, it took me about 5 hours, and my watch said I burned as many calories spinning that wheel as I had during a 5-mile run earlier in the day. But I got it shifting smoothly, and it felt glorious when I finally got it out on some new trails on my next ride. That ride proved to be surprising, intense, challenging, and overall pretty awesome. But to see what I mean by that, you're going to have to subscribe and wait for the next video. Oh, Jesus. Thanks for watching.